What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, a little late night show. I see this line on the move. I did make a play, so I just want to get this play out here, talk out some games as well, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for trusting me, all that good stuff, man. Obviously, no play is a lock. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that I'm going to talk about on this show is guaranteed. So I just want to let people know that eventually I will go through what I'm liking, like with some NBA series, things like that. But I just need you guys to hit the like button. That's the only thing I ask, man. A lot of people watch this show and just like they absolutely refuse to hit the like button. It's free. It's really simple as well. Just hit that thumbs up at the bottom of the show, man. So if you'd like for me to go over the series and like who I think is going to win the series and things like that and do a show tomorrow. I mean, obviously I'm going to be doing one Tuesday again, but I will do a whole separate show either tomorrow or Tuesday, just talking about this who I like in the series price. There's some teams that I feel like a lot of people are going to be liking, some trendy teams, and I don't think they have a chance, man, but we'll get there. But for now, for tonight, don't really have much time, so I'm just going to go over these two games for Tuesday, give you guys some early looks. But if you guys can, if you like, you don't have to. Y'all know I'm a man of my word. If you don't have to hit the like button, but if we get to that 1,000 like mark, I will either do a show tomorrow or Tuesday, just talking about the Tuesday games once again, but I also go over all the series price, who I like in the series, and just some general thoughts on the playoffs, my guys. So it's totally up to you guys. You don't have to do it. It's perfectly up to you guys, man. But I'm not here to waste your time. Quick little 10-minute show. I got some info, and I got a bet, and I'm finna go through it, man. First game up. Let's go over to the streets of New Orleans in this one, man. Pelicans getting a point at the house versus the LA Lakers. And we know that the Lakers, they might just be the best. They might be the better team here, to be perfectly honest with you. Obviously, these two teams just played today on Sunday. Lakers went out there and smacked them up 124-108. Line started off at 3.5. It went down to 1.5 for the Pelicans, even with Brandon Ingram playing in that game. LeBron, AD, first name Anthony, first name Glass. He did go to the locker room with back spasms. He did say he's going to play in this game. This is how I'm looking at this game. Now, the winner of this game will face off against the Nuggets. And I just got to keep it perfectly 100 with you. Like, if the Lakers win this game, they got absolutely no chance versus the Nuggets, man. I'm not going to go as far as to say they would lose this game on purpose and try to get the 8 seed, because I do think that if the Lakers do lose this game, it's a possibility they could fuck around, may not even make the playoffs. I mean, obviously, could we see LeBron not in the playoffs? I can't see it, to be honest with you. But if I'm the Lakers, I don't know if I want to go up against the Nuggets, just straight up, man. And honestly, like, you got to be strategic about these type of things as well. Lakers get the 7 seed, they will get their ass probably swept. Like, they might not win one game versus the Nuggets. The Nuggets absolutely own those guys. They know it. The Nuggets know it. The coach knows it. LeBron knows it. Everybody knows it, man. So I know that, like, everybody's on the Lakers here, and they're going to take them, and they're going to think that it's easy. And it could be. But obviously, in the same arena, these two same teams, I'd actually lean towards the Pelicans here for a ton of reasons here in this game. And like I say, the Lakers are probably the better team of these two, but Pelicans, it was just a horrible spot for them in today's game. They were coming back home off a 4-game road trip. They were a little bit fat and happy. They had won every single game on their road trip. That was the first game back at the house as well. And they came out super sluggish. Lakers were on their ass from the get-go. I do think this is going to be an under type of game. The Pelicans can play a lot better defense than what they showed versus the Lakers today. They gave up 124 points. That's not happening in this game again. The Lakers did whatever they wanted on offense. They got into the paint, got to the rim, did whatever they wanted to. CJ McCollum and Zion Williamson had a bad game. That's not happening once again as well. And Brandon Ingram was a little bit on a minutes restriction. Well, guess what? Remember, first game back is usually bad for everyone, because first off, they throw him in the starting lineup. You got used to playing without him. You see what I'm saying? You had got used to playing with Trey Murphy in there. It threw everybody off. Ingram was a little rusty. He went, I know he went 6 for 9, but still was minus 28. He had the worst plus minus in the game for the Pelicans over there. Minus 28 points over there, 13 points. And then you had Trey Murphy. He struggled coming off the bench. He wasn't used to that role. CJ McCollum as well, even though he ended up with 25, he struggled in the first half of that game. You see what I'm saying? I expect the Pelicans to be a lot better, more fluent in this particular game. Brandon Ingram probably will not be on a minutes restriction in this game as well. So I'm not gonna lie. On the side, like, I know that it seems it's easy to take the Lakers. I wouldn't do it here, to be perfectly honest with you. It's Pelicans or nothing for me in this game. I do think the under is a little bit of a better spot here, to be perfectly honest with you. The first game was at 230. This one came out at like 228 and a half. The line, when they adjust that line down to the under, the first game went over. And when they adjust the line down to the under, that tells you right there that the bookmakers are expecting this game to be a lot more defensive oriented. Obviously, it's somewhat of a win or go home type of spot. Somewhat. Obviously, the loser still has another chance, but it's still like a playoff game. I expect defense to be at an absolute high in this game. And like I say, man, if the Lakers were smart, it's not necessarily just saying let the Pelicans win, but if you go up against, like, you might as well rather go make vacation plans rather than go get embarrassed once again versus the Denver Nuggets. Whoever wins this game will match up versus the Nuggets, and I don't think the Lakers have anything for them. I think they know that as well, man. So somewhat of a little bit conspiracy spot, but it's not something I'm betting because obviously the Pelicans can be all over the place. I would lean towards Pelicans in the first half and in the full game. And honestly, I do think the under is the play in this game. If I was to bet this game, which I'm probably going to sprinkle a little some on the under here, I think the under is a much better play than trying to bet the side here. Wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers got the job done, but I just feel like they won no smoke with the Nuggets over there. They won zero smoke for them, and it would be smart for him as well. Let's get over here to the streets of Sacramento in this one. Warriors land 2 on the road versus the Kings. This line did open up at 1. It's up to 2, and it's probably going to keep going. And that's another reason why, like, I'm just really just chilling at the crib today. But I said I'm gonna go ahead and do a show because, like, I'm not posting this anywhere. I'm giving this out right here. I'm on the show. I'm on Warriors on the money line. I took a it said minus 130 right now. I like the Warriors to win this game. Now, obviously, I could stay away from them because I do need the Warriors to make the playoffs. So, like, if they do win this game, I might hedge and fade them the next game. But honestly, I'm not going to say too bad about the Kings because they do have they still have a very underrated team, and they have a really good home crowd as well. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised what happened in this one, but I would be a little bit surprised if the Warriors dropped this game. I think the Warriors might just be one of the first 10 seed to, first off, I think the 10 seeds are like 0-6 straight up. But I think that that's gonna change in this particular game, man. I think the Warriors get the job done in this one. I think they actually have an opportunity to make some noise as the 10 seed as well, man. So obviously you got to win this one, then you got to win whoever loses out of the Lakers Pelicans. I'm still not counting the Warriors out of making the playoffs, man. I'm still not. If you have faith in them and you hadn't taken them, then you couldn't get them at plus 320 to make the playoffs. But I still have faith that they can put enough into this game. And let's just talk about this as well. The Warriors won the first couple matchups. We know that they got bad blood versus the Kings. They won in game 7 last year, but I don't think the Kings can fuck with them. I don't think they can match up well with them. Warriors won the first 2 matchups, then the last 2 matchups the Kings won. But guess what? The Kings have not seen this version of the Golden State Warriors. They haven't seen this version where they're starting Trace Jackson Davis at the 5, then Draymond Green at the 4, Klay Thompson, where there's Klay Thompson, Wiggins in there. They hadn't seen this version of them. The Warriors are a much deeper team as well, especially with Chris Paul coming off the bench with the point guard. I just feel like with them, like I said, they haven't seen this version of the Warriors, and this is the version that got somewhat hot towards the end of the season as well, man. Remember, before that loss versus the Pelicans, they had won 3 straight and had won 7 of their last 8 games, and they had started winning ever since they switched it to putting Trace Jackson Davis at the starting 5 with Draymond Green at the 4 as well. It gave them more size. It gave them more rim protection as well. Warriors it's almost like the Mavs, where ever since they got Gafford, Warriors kind of found something there. I think they win this game. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people on them, but it might just even out because everybody's going to be on the Lakers. Everybody's going to be on the Warriors. Obviously, one of them is probably going to lose. You see what I'm saying? I have a hard time believing both of them get the win there, but it's still very possible. But I'm have more confidence in the Warriors getting the job done here. It's a little bit of a fate of the Kings, obviously, with them missing Malik Monk and Kevin Huerter. I just don't think they really have enough. I don't think they have enough bench. Obviously, Fox and Sabonis are going to get theirs, but outside of that, I don't really trust anybody else, man. It does help that this game is in their home arena, but I do not think the beam will be lit on fucking Tuesday night. I like the Warriors. I took them on the money line, minus 130 in this game. And the reason why I did take the money line and stayed away from the spread, because we've seen these 3 teams have a 1-point game in their last 3 matchups. First matchup of the season, Warriors, this was like the second game of the season. Warriors won in Sacramento as 3-point underdogs, 122 to 114. Then in Golden State, Warriors won 102-101, 1-point game. Then in Sacramento, Sacramento wins 124-123. Then they win in Golden State as well. The Kings do 134-133. You see a pattern here? It could be a really close game. It could go down to the wire. This is a game where I'd rather take the money line over the point spread. I just win, baby. So give me the Warriors here on the money line. I would lean to the under here once again, my guys. So that's the show. Quick little 10-minute show. Just want to recap for you guys. I just want to let people know, like, anything that I talk about on these shows, I am never portraying as an absolute lock. And I'm not even telling you that you have to go and bet this as well. I'm simply letting you guys what I'm betting, guys. So I just always want to say that anybody that you're listening to, or whether you're buying picks, no one is making you take a play. It's always up to you, guys. So I always say, bet whatever you absolutely love. It's your money. It's you pressing that button or printing that ticket out, guys. So whatever happens, remember, it's up to you to make that decision on whatever you like to bet. If you like to play, let's cash it. If you don't like it, you can fade it. Go with whatever you love, guys. That's what you're going to sleep better with at night. I will never come on here and tell you that something is an absolute lock or that this is a sure win, guys. So this is gambling. This is sports betting. Never bet responsibly. You see what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Warriors on the money line for me, official, -130 on the money line. And then I also lean to the under there, but I would have a bigger lean to the Lakers Pelicans under as well. And if I'm betting that game, I'd be taking Pelicans in the first half and in the full game. I know that the Lakers look sexy. They just beat them, but something tells me that obviously the Pelicans are going to come back with some revenge. And I also feel like that the Lakers here want no smoke with the Denver Nuggets. We know what happened in the conference finals last year. We know what happened every game of this season this year. I believe they've lost like 8 or 9 straight matchups versus the Nuggets. They won no parts of going up against the Nuggets, in my opinion, guys. So, but Warriors on the money line, -130, heavily lean to the Pelicans, heavily lean to the under as well, my guys. That's the show. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Even though it's a short show, please, let's get 1,000 likes, man. I will give out all my thoughts on the series prices, series bets, all that good stuff ahead of time as well, man. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all have a good night. Let's cash. Let's go to Smack City one time for the fucking one time. Let's go. Playoff Jake.